Let the dogs on. Howdy, what's up, YouTube fan? Bum, 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 bum. It's day 7 of Vlogmas. Bum, 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 bum. We out here at the University of Montevallo. It's Montevallo. And ChatGPT, he built our bag. Maybe it built our bag. I don't know the gender of ChatGPT. Let's say hello to how you doing, Kyle? All right, so that may have been the wildest intro we've ever done, but we're here, University of Montevallo, if you didn't gather that. This is super nostalgic course for me because when the idea originally dropped into my head of doing the but for now, we're gonna leave you with the birdie. Comes from a League of Legends YouTuber who said, but for now, we're gonna leave you with the robots. And then it cut out to a song of we are the robots, baby. We are the robots, baby. So figure that was a relevant story to share because the first ever putt that was filmed for the original I'm gonna leave you with the birdie was actually here on hole 3, which we're gonna play today. We have a 10-disc bag that ChatGPT built. So we put in a prompt for ChatGPT. Now we're gonna put everything on screen for you to see, but my brother actually typed this all in because I'll be honest, I don't know if this makes me technologically illiterate, but I definitely have not really dove into trying to use AI or anything like that myself personally, but my brother does, so I asked him to help. Here's the prompt he gave. He said, I'm going to record a video for my disc golf YouTube channel where you, ChatGPT, hopefully you're not ChatGPT or AI is always watching, know what I'm saying? I'm a little nervous. Pick my bag for me. Build me the best 10-disc bag to help me score the best I ever have. Would love to see that out here because I've shot 1,000 rate around on this course. Use whatever sources or logic you want to use, but just give me a list of the 10 discs, manufacturer and disc name that I will make the bag out of. And it answered. Creating the ideal 10-disc bag for disc golf involves considering a range of factors like disc stability, speed, glide, turn, and fade. I'll select a variety of discs to ensure you have options for different shot types and conditions. Here's a balanced selection from various manufacturers offering a mix of distance drivers, fairway drivers, mid-ranges, and putters. The Innova Destroyer. Next, we have the Buzz. The Latitude 64 Pure. 4. The Dynamic Disc Judge offers a comfortable grip, consistent flight, ideal for putting and short drives. Next up, this one was a little bit of a dark horse pick, but the Prodigy M4 mid-range. Known for its ability to hold any line, it's great for shaping shots in the mid-range. Westside Discs Harp, a reliable, overstable approach disc. The Innova T-Bird, a dependable and versatile fairway driver, great for straight and controlled flights. The Discmania FD, the Axiom NV putter, and last but not least, the Volt. This disc actually was the first gyro that I ever tried. So super cool. A slightly overstable fairway driver providing a good balance between distance and accuracy. This selection includes a mix of overstable, stable, and understable discs to handle a variety of shots and conditions. Remember, the best disc for you also depends on your personal throwing style and preferences. So it's always good to try them out and see which ones suit your game the best. Good luck with your video and your game. We're playing 9 holes. It's pretty windy out here, so this could be tough. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be putting with the judge, but I'm gonna try to make sure that I throw one of these discs off of every other tee. I'm not just gonna say we're gonna play the evens or the odds. I wanna play 9 really great holes. And if I do that, just in terms of filming, some of these holes don't film very well, but we're gonna come up with 18 great shots. It's gonna be awesome. Here we go. All right, hole 1 coming in at 260 feet. It's just out there. Normally I throw a pig on this hole, so I'm thinking through. That probably means I should throw the Envy, but I have another hole that's pretty nice that I think we're gonna try to throw the Envy on and try to have a holy shot moment. For this one, I think I'm just gonna pull the Buzz out and just try to go up and around. I think that's the play. We'll see what we can come up with. There you go. Able to come off of it a good little bit. Exactly what we were looking for. Right next to the basket. Let's see what we got. All right. It chose the Judge for its comfortable grip and consistent flight. That's a pretty comfortable grip. How about a consistent flight straight into the chains? That's a tough look, everybody. That's a tough look. Looks like Vlogmas, the key is gonna be, can I putt during Vlogmas? We want to take a quick moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, Disc in the Dark. What's the #1 problem facing disc golfers today? Yeah, you guessed it, trees. Trying to hit your line and be accurate on the course can feel so tough. But what if I told you there was a way to just get rid of all the trees on the course? Or at least to visually get rid of all the trees? That's right, we're talking about Glow Golf. Disc in the Dark does glow golf unlike anyone else, and they are traveling around the country to bring the best premier glow disc golf events to you. Another really cool feature and product that Disc in the Dark has is the Disc in the Dark Halo. The Halo is a small object that slides right into your disc golf bag. You can even take this thicker part and sort of have it on the lower part back in your bag, so it just sits in there. It's sort of the width of a disc that sits between two glow discs. So if you find yourself really trying to capitalize on daylight here at the end of the year, well, you can put this in your bag, and the best part is that as you have this disc, you just use this little remote and you can see that it lights up, instantly charging all of your glow discs. They also sell little decals that you can stick on there that burns this image into the glow disc golf discs, so that when you walk up and everyone's glow discs are doing their thing, you know exactly which one is yours because it has this custom logo on it. If you've ever played glow disc golf or thought about glow disc golf, the Halo is a must-have product for you, only available at Disc in the Dark. I want to say thank you to Adam and the team for supporting what we're doing here on the Robbie C channel, and thank you for making Vlogmas possible. Here we are, we're at the side of it, hole 3. It is a turnover, or you can throw a forehand. For a long time I've thrown the forehand, but I'm gonna try to hit it with this pure. When we had the video, ChatGPT chose the pure. I love the Eco Plastic by Latitude 64. I mean, I putted with Eco EMAG Judges for a long time. Such a great disc. I could go back to EMAG Judges in a heartbeat. The hard part is I've given away most of my Eco EMAG Judges, so it'd be really hard to track those things down again. Little turnover. This is where we hit the birdie putt. Let's see if we can get the turnover there. That's beautiful. That's, I mean, guys, I really hope that translated well to camera, because you cannot draw this hole up any better than that besides async. Woo! Comfortable feel. Consistent flight. Well, you could argue that's a good flight. You could argue it's not a very consistent flight, considering the first one went under the basket. But 450 feet uphill pretty much the entire time. Yeah. Like I said, this is the least birdied hole on the course. Like, you can barely see the basket, like, off yonder in the field, because it's a par 3. I got this Pro Destroyer out of the used bin. Literally never thrown it before, but I think I'm on a purple kick, guys. I think I'm really liking having purple discs in my bag. We were talking about it when I was up with Foundation in November. We were doing a destroy a zone battle type video, and we all went to like get the colors, and Trevor was like, dude, we should kind of go like a Dude Perfect route where we all have like a color that's ours. And I took the purple zone in that video because I was like, yeah. And I think if I could choose my color, I'd be Garrett Hilbert and take the purple. I mean, we got the same haircut. Obviously, I think my color is red. Red's my favorite color, but yeah, I just like purple discs. Oh, she's a flippy. She's flippy. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I felt good about that. Now, it's not like a one disc only challenge in terms of like I can only use that disc on this hole. We gotta throw the tee shot with 9 different discs. So we're gonna pull the harp out on this one. When I signed with Innova, I was in conversations with Trilogy as well, and so I had harps that I was looking at, I had slammers I was looking at. The harp always does feel like home, because after the AVR X3, the harp was the jam. Because you can just throw it so wide and it just gets left. Like I said, this is not a hole that I think people are birdieing very often, but it's one of those that, especially if you have 250 feet of distance even, it really hurts to take a 4 on this hole, because the other thing that really messes people up is we're in the middle of a giant open field. This is on their campus, so they kind of just had this whole field all pushed off to the right, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 baskets, 5 different holes on this little section of grass, and it's like you go all the way down here, you go down there, then you come back up, and then you go over, and then you come back up. I'll be honest, I looked down and noticed the battery was dead on that, so I'm not sure how much of that last little rant you got, but we took a par there. This hole coming in 280 feet, it's just kind of out there on the hillside. Now, normally you want to come in slow, but because we have to make a tee shot with a bunch of other discs, and we definitely have a hole that we are trying to hit with a putter, we're gonna go ahead and pull the overstable T-bird out here. This is the most Firebird-like disc, and you probably could argue that I could go like the Volt here and just kind of let Benny James hang out, but we're gonna let the T-bird, I'm gonna hang it wide and let it crash into the hill. Try to see what we can do. Okay, it's wide, that's for sure. Okay, it's very wide, but we're putting. If you couldn't grasp how uphill this hole is, I think this putt's going to give you a little bit of a, I mean, it's downhill at this point, but how uphill this putt is. All right. I like that it leaned towards the idea of consistency being chain height. That's nice. So the odds on the first 3 holes, really great. And then from there, the odd holes are just kind of bleh. We're basically going to go even holes for the rest of it, because we're playing hole 10, playing hole 12, playing hole 14, playing hole 16, playing hole 18. 17 is a pretty neat hole, but the thing about this course is I've been playing Montevallo for, feels like close to 10 years now. And while I have witnessed several aces on this course, I don't have any aces on this course particularly myself. Dream aces, top of the list, obviously the 450-foot par 3. That would be incredible, just banging that one in, where most people don't even birdie the hole to grab an ace. That'd be sick. But number 2 is this guy right here. This hill side you can see kind of drops off on a peninsula corner on the far side, so you can't go too long here because you're gonna roll down the hill. Can't be short, you're gonna go on the hill. If you play safe and throw a right, you got a death putt. Normally, I've been liking the turn over backhand, so that way it kind of like pans out and settles, but we don't really have that option in the bag today. ChatGPT did not like that. So we're going the harp here off the tee, checking it off. Let's see what we can do. 200 feet. Remember that thing that I said on the last hole when I threw it, where I was like, man, this thing's way more overstable than you think it is. Nope. One-man camera crew. It was a tough one to frame up because we are, I mean, I don't even think we're in circle 2. Yeah, I think we're just gonna putt this because I really don't like throwing it. Oh, 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 that would have been nasty. I mean, it skipped just right next to the basket. That's just off frame. It didn't get the 2 that we wanted. Let's just go ahead and say what that is, but it is still really sick. Time to get things back on track. 235 feet. We're going M4, a little pro diggy. Guys, here's the deal. I am trying real hard to like welcome Prodigy to the bag. I'm putting with PA3s. And the whole time that I'm putting with PA3s, here's what I'm learning. I think Prodigy doesn't get the love. It's not, you know what? It's not the flashing, which does exist. Like I literally am holding this disc and thinking to myself, okay, all right, bang. Now this is an old Prodigy disc. I literally think I got this like 4 or 5 years ago. But I like it because it's got kale on it. It's got Minnesota on it, and you can't go wrong with Minnesota. There's just like, there's something to like, oh man, what'd you hit that putt with? A judge. Oh, what'd you hit that putt with? That putt with a wizard. Ooh, magic. If you're Connor, what'd you hit that putt with? A shaman. Shaman gang, right? Like you've got so many cool names. And then it's like, oh, what'd you hit that putt with? Oh yeah, I hit with a PA3. Interesting. Oh, like, oh, you just parked hole 12 at Montevallo. What'd you park it with? Yeah, an M4. Great naming system. I think it's a great naming system for learning the game. Like, oh, your M4 is too flippy. Get an M3. Hey, that's putting, ladies and gentlemen. That's putting. We're getting back in it. What'd you get it up there with? An M4. I was having this discussion with my friend John the other day. Not my brother. My disc golf brother? I don't know. Man, like copyright free music. I watch like streamers like Ninja and stuff, and they get to like have copyrighted music on their stream. I watch sickos. They have really cool music. I'm out of breath. I'm out of shape, sure, but also I just walked up a dramatically high hill. And I just think to myself, if I could have copyrighted music in my videos, I think we could take the comedy level to a whole nother place. How do these people get away with it? Okay, this is one where like having the sunglasses on would be clutch, but I'm not in my normal bag, so I don't think I have sunglasses in there. Bang, doesn't matter. Don't need no sunglasses when you're blocking out the haterade. 190 feet. I'll be honest, guys, this hole is super fun to play. Super fun to play. It is like a downhill chip shot that goes like, okay, you got the tall trees and then you have this little baby tree right left of those. If you throw basically just around that baby tree, the basket is sitting like between the tall tree and the baby tree, but it's straight downhill on the other side of this. Normally throwing like a pig approach, zone approach if you're wrong, like just a whole bunch of stuff. But we have already thrown the harp because the harp I stand by. I think the harp was the play over the volt here. The volt would have come in and skipped a lot if we would have had the distance right. Because I know it can skip and I'm going downhill, I'm gonna have to hang this thing out wide and let the 8-speedness of the volt really jump in there. Also, wanna go ahead and give a little update, you guys. You notice I have ink on this arm, but it's my Akribos, which is precise and accurate, not actually a disc golf thing. I got this long before I started a disc golf channel. In a couple videos, like a month or two ago, I had ink on this arm. It was temporary, just go ahead and say that. I was trying it out. I really am fascinated by Japanese culture. Japan is the place I want to go more than anywhere else in the world. I would love, if I could wake up tomorrow and speak a language, as well as English, Japanese would be it. Number 2 would be ASL. I really want to learn ASL just because I think it'd be really helpful. Spanish, obviously super helpful, like super convenient and necessary in certain places, but Japanese, number 1, would love to. But I've reached out to a couple artists, and my wife and I have decided that she likes going on trips with friends and things like that. So outside of our normal vacations we do together, she is using budget money to go on trips, and I'm gonna use it for a tattoo sleeve. So reach out to a couple artists. So hopefully over time you start seeing some developments. Like we come out of the winter and the sleeves come off and boom, we got disc golf. You may think, Robbie, that was really wide. But I actually think that's kind of perfect because we let the wideness take off and we knew it was gonna get a big skip because it's coming in with a lot of speed and it's a fairway driver. So I'm gonna guess I'm like 20 feet right at the basket. We landed out there, came in. I heard something, must have hit this and like, that one makes sense. Little deflection. I told you guys we're getting it going. I told you we're turning it up because we got a birdie on hole 2 of the video. Then we didn't birdie again until we turned it on the last hole. So we're 3 under par. Look, here's the deal, guys. I was trying to figure out why AI put double gyro in the bag. But as I thought about it, walking to this hole, I'm pretty confident that at no point during Vlogmas 2023 have I thrown gyro and gotten anything worse than a birdie. 160 feet, just right there. Just a straight little tunnel shot. And I mentioned, hey, I've seen multiple aces out here. Get there. And that just goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, that artificial intelligence has nothing on human intelligence. Can't outsmart the cowboy. You tried to put the gyro in there, and I proved you wrong. However, I will say, it's not over yet. Not over until the fat lady sings. I think I gotta go really far around and hope it makes it through that tree. Okay, it did indeed not make it through that tree. A lot harder to throw through trees when you throw directly at the main part of them. Dude, but what's crazy though, guys, and I don't think you guys realize how crazy this is, how scripted AI makes things, is that I hit first available and then I hit that big tree, and yet somehow I still saved a par. Consistent flight. I mean, I was just so confident. I was so confident there. Oh, that felt good. Well, you know what doesn't feel good? Bogies. We gotta hate bogies. Bogies are bad. All right, cool your jets, cool your jets. Everyone was like, wow, Robbie's a little ragey on that last hole. I see you in the comments. I see what you're saying. We're chill, we're zen, bro. We're zen. FD, baby. See what I did there? Because I'm pretty confident that the Night Strike by Nate Perkins was an FD. Or were they FD3s? Pretty sure it was an FD. Nate Perkins then had the Zen. That's a level that you didn't think I could get to. Oh, I mean, I crushed that thing. I crushed that thing. It went so good. I mean, it's OB, but I crushed that thing. I mean, that came out of my whoosh. You can probably hear the whoosh in the mic. That felt great. Remember that whole statement where I was like, I've been playing Montevallo for years? Yeah. At no point in playing Montevallo have I ever brought this, like, area of concrete into play by throwing a disc laser straight. That's cool. That's a great feeling. That's gonna fade out. Yeah, and it rolls away. Little bit of a tester to close it out. The game is on. That was for 3. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is for 4. To make sure that we end under par and not just at even par. I mean, never a doubt. Never a doubt. That's right. Confidence. My name's Robbie C, and I'm confident at putting. But like, honestly, you kind of gotta be, especially during something like VLogmas, where we're putting with different putters on a consistent basis. I mean, we got a bag swap planned. We got so many things, guys, so many things. So just the ability to be confident in your putting stroke, really nice. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Any discs that AI recommended that you're like, wow, that shocked me a little bit, or discs that AI recommended that you're like, man, that kind of makes sense. We'd love to hear your thoughts if you were building a 10 disc bag based on just popularity, not your personal preference, because that's kind of probably what they did, is like grab some popular discs from each brand. What's your bag looking like? What didn't make the cut that you thought would? Anyways, we'll see you again tomorrow for the next day of Vlogmas. But in the meantime, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Make it fantastic for someone else too. But for now, we're gonna leave you with the birdie.